All we're gonna condense this down to not a 12-minute video, but try to do this in a 2-minute video. Y'all, I think I've literally cracked and solved the mystery, but I say that every video, but this time I just might be right. But I definitely think that Julie's mom either was a part of the Hollywood Ghost Club and did not know like how far Caleb would go and now she's stuck, or no, that's it. There's no or. I really think that Julie's trying to warn the boys not to become a part of them by being in this band with Julie so that they don't make the same mistakes she did or they don't fall into the same trap that she was lured into. Yep, yep, yep. So, with that being said, oh, season 2 is going to be so interesting. I'm really curious to see how all the Dahlias like link up together. I'm curious to see how. Okay, so a lot of you guys said like I should talk about what I want to see in season 2. So, mm, it, can I relax? I think I'm solely convinced that Bobby made a deal with Caleb. I'm solely convinced. The necklace that Bobby has on at the end of Stand Tall, I cannot tell what it is, but I think I try to look. It's paused on my TV, but I cannot tell what it is. But look, it's silver, and it kind of reminds me of the little dahlia that was on Willie's tux and Julie's vest. Coincident? I think not. I can't. Okay, don't quote me, but it really just might be the silver dahlia. And I think, I mean, Caleb has control over the living and the dead, so it's like he could have very well was like, hey Bobby, like I'll give you an opportunity to become rich and famous and stuff like that, but in exchange, I want the boys and they'll play in my house band for eternity. This is back in '95, and now it's 2020, and so when Bobby was like, how is that even possible? When Carrie was showing him, I think he was like, wait, what? So, two theories on that. One, he's confused because he thought he had everything planned out and he would never see the boys again, and then he just became rich and famous. The second theory is that Caleb told Bobby that there would be a price to pay later, but he didn't care because he just cared about getting rich and famous. And the thing, like, I connected this only with the fact that Bobby was wearing the same necklace in the 1995 episode right before they ate street dogs, and he's still wearing it now for 2020. So I think that's linked to Caleb. You can't change my mind. I mean, you probably can, but like, it's just a crazy theory. The next thing. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Um, so a lot of you guys want to know what I hope to see in season 2. I don't want to make this a super long video, so I'm only going to name 3 top things I definitely want to see in season 2. The first one, I want Julie to tell the boys or the boys to find out or ask, how did you discover us? Like, how did this happen? Because the only question that Luke asked is, how did we get back here in the first episode?
Whoa. Whoa! How did we get back here?
Nothing was talked about, oh, I played your music and you just appeared. It was more so, they were more worried about the fact that they had been dead for 25 years and had no idea. And Julie was more freaked out about the fact that there are 3 ghosts living in her mom's studio. So it's like, I'm really curious to see how that conversation plays out. And if or when Julie tells them, I played your music and that's how you appeared, I wonder if the boys are going to try to do that with other people, or like try to make themselves appear to like their parents, or I don't know. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I have no idea how this could go. So that's the first thing I want to see is Julie telling the boys how she discovered them. The second thing I want to see is like, I want the boys to be able to be seen between Flynn, Ray, and Carlos. Like, I want Julie's family and Julie's best friend to be able to see them. I could care. I don't know. Like, Flynn knows about them, but only when they're playing music. So I'm curious that if when Julie was hugging them at the end of the video, like at the end of Stand Tall, I'm curious if they will now be able to see them. Because Carlos, he had been trying to convince the aunt the whole season Ghosts are real, ghosts are real. So I don't think it's a matter of like a Santa Claus thing, like, oh, you have to believe to be able to see them. I really think they have to create an emotional bond between each other. So, like, the emotional bond I want to see develop more is between Reggie and Ray, because I think Reggie may have had like some sort of dad issues or family issues and just didn't have that connection with his dad. So I think he may find that in Ray. So I'm curious to see how that plays out on both sides too. I mean, Ray has a young son, but like how cool would it be to have a son that you could maybe relate to, age wise, just being older. Um, I want to see a connection between Luke and Carlos. One, because that's Julie's little brother, so that would be super cute. And two, I just think Carlos having like an older, like male brother figure would be so interesting to see. And I think Luke would play the best person for that. As far as Alex, I really want to see some Willix drama. I want to see Willie and Alex in some drama. And I know that there's going to be drama in season 2 because when Luke was like, oh, I know it's your stamps that's hurting me. And Caleb was like, he probably thought like, oh yeah, Willie told the boys I stamped them. And you remember he was like, I don't want you saying nothing to the boys because you like skating the streets of Hollywood. So next time you see them, make sure you tell me. And so I know my mom's not vacuuming. Give me 2 seconds. Watch her come in here. Ma!
Ma!
What? I'm making a video and you are screaming with the vacuum. My JATP fans would not appreciate that.
I can tell you what I would appreciate.
Please leave. Please go. I'm in the middle of a video. Love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye. 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 Close the door. And please don't vacuum. So back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh, where was I? This is the second time she's done this. Aside from that, goes into my third thing I want to see for season 2. I want to see what is Caleb's story. I have a feeling, and so do you guys, because some of you guys mentioned this in the comments. I have a feeling that Caleb is not the sole person that's doing this. I think Caleb responds to someone else, because in the song Nothing to Lose, he was like, listen to the words a wise man said. Covington, I've got an offer that you can't refuse. He's Covington, so who gave him an offer that he couldn't refuse? You know? Like, who? So, also, one of you guys were, wow, I can't speak. One of you guys were super smart, and you even dove deep into the Greek? You guys dove deep into the Greek mythology of things. I'm trying to find the comment. Where is it? Oh, Mary Lee said, wait, has anyone said anything about the symbolism of the Orpheum? Orpheum relates to the Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, sorry, where they fell in love, and when they make a deal with Hades, gets trapped in the underworld to work for Hades. Coincidentally and ironically, Hades was played in the Descendants trilogy, by Cheyenne Jackson. So I thought that was so crazy. It's like a Disney it's like a Kenny Ortega crossover that we didn't ask for, but definitely needed. Anyways, Orpheus is the son of a muse and is a musician. Luke. He played the lyre, which is like a guitar, and he played a song that opened the gates between the underworld and the real world, with music keeping them connected. The theme of the story is that love conquers all, even death. I don't know if the writers meant this when having their main focus would be on the Orpheum, but the connections are really cool. Oh my gosh. First of all, I just want to give a round of applause to the executive producers and the writers for just going so in depth in planning out what they were going to do with this show, because it is top tier. I always say it's not going to be a long video, and then here we are at the 10-minute mark. But here nor there, those are the 3 things that I definitely want to see in season 2. I just, there's so many crazy things. And then the last thing I'm going to end out on is Julie's mom. You guys have so many crazy theories and predictions of how you think she's, like, some of you guys think that she's going to come in season 2 and the boys are going to recognize her. Possible. Some of you guys think that the girl after Caleb Covington finished singing The Other Side of Hollywood in the black dress, and he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Y'all think that's Julie's mom, but I think that's a stretch. Like, I think that was just someone, someone else, but I could be wrong. I don't know. And then the last thing dealing with Julie's mom is some of you guys have said you think that Julie maybe just has to, find a connection with her mom to be able to speak with her or talk with her like she did with the boys when she played her music. When she played Sunset Curve CD. So I'm real curious to see a lot of these things play out. I did want to answer one of you guys' questions. I don't want this video to be too long. Where is it? You guys wanted to know about something. Oh, one of you guys said, does Kayla remind you of Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog? And I can confirm, yes, that's exactly what I thought. I just dragged that to my laptop. I don't know why I did that. But it's the purple trench coat for me. You guys asked me how many seasons do you think they're going to have? I don't know. I hope many, at least 7. All great series have at least 6 or 7, but even if they don't and they have like 2 or 3, I'll be blessed to have more than 1 season. Those are 3 things that I definitely want to see in season 2. I'm going to have more coming to you guys, but I know that I had already went on a rant about Bobby's necklace and having it being connected to him making a deal. There's just so many theories, and until we get a confirmation of season 2, I will be doing these. Trust that. Don't even know if I'm going to stop even when we get it. But with that being said, I'm so happy that you guys dropped in today for my JATP Phantoms. Let's go ahead and like Julie and the Phantoms on Netflix for a season 2 so that we can get a season 2 because I really need to know if any of these things that I'm saying is true. Kenny Ortega cast me? Just kidding. Not really. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Peace.
You ready to rock out?
13 minutes. Jesus, I love this show. Oh.